At the stripe, shooting 2 free throws is Miguel Lim. Razon, Halo, and Palabok ahead by 3. Lim missing on the second. Rebound by Mark Gamboa. Ball possession now with the black shirt. Favorite Tanhanko puts it down to Lim. Studio 300 keeping it close here in the first. Here comes Ezra Lim with a spin. Kick out. Koyuto for 3. In and out. Rebound by Ezra Lim. Fresh 14 for the white shirts. Miki Chua with the ball. Hounded by Tanhanko. Miki Chua with a crossover to the corner. Koyuto for 3. That is an air ball. Ezra Lim is there for the cleanup. 25-22 advantage for Razon, Halo, and Palabok. Studio 300 can go for the last shot of the period. Mark Gamboa controls the pace for the black shirts. Defended by Miki Chua. Gamboa looking at the clock. It says 8. Gamboa against Lim to Chenglai. He will attack behind the back pass. Ranchu. What a drop pass to Xavier Tanhanko. That assist play is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We end the first period with Razon, Halo, and Palabok ahead by 1. 25-24. This quarter break is brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. Good food, good friend. The second quarter when we come back. The second quarter of action between Razon, Halo, and Palabok and Studio 300. We start the second period with Razon ahead by 1. Here comes Alexander Tan attacking middle. Scoop layup over JD Wu is no good. Rebound by Den Koyuto. Tose, MYC, lays it in. He will score. 3-point advantage for Razon, Halo, and Palabok. Here comes Brian Go, setting up the table for the black shirts. To the corner, to Tan. Post pass, Martin Reyes against JD Wu. Reyes finds Fernandez, spins out, Tan for 3. Jackpot! Jeremiah Tan nails his first basket of the ball game. That is a 3-pointer brought to you by Boys in the number 1 pain. Here comes Mike Nang. Hands it over to Kiko Jose. Goes cross court to Den Koyuto. He fires a 3. That is no good. Rebound blocked out there by Martin Reyes. Ball now is with Brian Go. Kiko Jose ready to defend. Go. Calling out a play here for Studio 300. Finds Stan against Nang to Jeremiah Tan to Martin Reyes at the baseline, and the push will be called against JD Wu. Foul number 1 against Coach JD Wu. 14 shot clock reset here for Studio 300. We are tied at 27. Reyes to Tan. To Alexander Tan. Jeremiah Tan. Now to Alexander Tan. Jump stop. Shot fake. Fernandez fires a 3. Jackpot! First 3-pointer of the ball game for Joshua Fernandez. 3-pointer number 5 for Studio 300. That 3-pointer is brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 paint. MYC trying to respond. This 3-pointer is wide left. Rebound by Martin Reyes. Studio 300 on the run. Martin Reyes caught with a shove there against Kiko Jose. Ball going back here to Razon. Halo-halo and palabok. 8 minutes and 20 remaining here in the second. Kiko Jose. Return pass to Mike Neng. To JD Wu near the free throw line with a pass fake. Kick out to Kiko Jose. Down the post he goes. Stolen away by Alexander Tan. 3-on-2 attack here for Studio 300. Tan will be fouled. The foul will be whistled here against Kiko Jose. Foul number 2 against Kiko Jose. That will send Alexander Tan to the stripe. Averaging 6.1 points, 3.1 rebounds per ball game is Alexander Tan. First free throw is good. 4-point advantage for Studio 300. As Alexander Tan reloads for the second. The second free throw for Alexander Tan is also good. A 33 to 27 advantage for Studio 300. Here comes Mike Nang. Guarded by Jeremiah Tan. He finds Jose. To the post. JD Wu near the elbow. Backing down his defender. Wu. Fade away J. That is offline. Rebound by Martin Reyes. Forward pitch. Jeremiah Tan lays it in. Overcooks that one. Rebound by JD Wu. Razon. Halo-halo and palabok. Looking to counter. Wu. Free throw line jumper. That goes in and out. Martin Reyes taps the ball out. The ball will remain with Razon, halo-halo and palabok with 7 and 30 remaining here in the second. Then Cuyuto. Baseline inbound. Entry pass to MYC. Fishing for a foul. The foul will be whistled against Alexander Tan. Back at the stripe here. To shoot 2 free throws is Mark Ives Chan. With 7 and 25 remaining here in the second. Still our tournament's leading scorer with 28.7 points per ball game. Trailed by Kyle Slau with 27.6. Joe Logo with 23.4. Chris Tiu 23.3. And Carl Santos with 23 points per contest. Second free throw for MYC. That is too strong. Rebound by Josh Fernandez. Hands it over to Brian Go. 7 and 20 remaining here in the second. Go against Jose. Fernandez waiting to provide the pick. Go to Tan against Nang. Tan with the ball. Ball is stolen away. Mike Nang. Forward pass to Jose. MYC lays it in. Ball was tapped out of bounds. The ball will stay with Razon. Halo-halo and palabok. As we near the 7-minute mark of the second, a baseline inbound play for Razon, halo-halo, and palabok. Mark Ives Chan, task to the inbound. Koyuto, 4-3. That is no good. Rebound by Martin Reyes. Forward pass to Brian Go. Koyuto chasing him from behind. Drop pass. Jeremiah Tan will score. 5 points in the ballgame for Jeremiah Tan. That assist by Brian Go is brought to you by Nike Park Access. Mike Nang finds Jose with a post pass to MYC, and a foul will be called again against Alexander Tan. Inbound from the baseline once again for Razon, halo-halo and palabok. Koyuto hesitating to take that corner 3. Now he fires. That is no good. Rebound by JD Wu, fresh 14 for the white shirts. Wu backing down his defender. Wu will spin baseline. One-hander is good. Finally nailing a field goal once again. It's JD Wu. He has 4 now in the ballgame. 34 to 30 advantage for Studio 300. Tan. Post pass to Fernandez. To go. To Reyes. Near the free throw line. Drop pass. Fernandez against Mark Ives Chan. Shot is no good. Rebound by Kiko Jose. Stepping on the gas. Jose. Ball is knocked loose. Taken away here by Brian Go. Studio 300 has the numbers. Go. Martin Reyes. Jumper. That is short. Rebound by Mark Ives Chan. Forward pitch. Kiko Jose. Shot fake. Drop pass. Mark Ives Chan will score. Another assist play brought to you by Nike Park Access. MYC with 8 in the ball game. Here comes Brian Go. Guarded by Nang. Jeremiah Tan against Kiko Jose. Now to Brian Go. Pulls up for a jumper bottom. First 2 points of the ball game for Brian Go. That will give Studio 300 a 4-point lead. Here comes Mike Nang. Guarded by Go. Bounce pass to Mark Ives Chan. Backing down Alexander Tan. Stepping back. He is called for a foul. That will be foul number 3 against Alexander Tan with 5 and 11. Remaining in the second, we have a mandatory substitution. Back to live action here. At this juncture, we would like to thank our league sponsors, Exped Charcoal Socks, Experience Quality, Boysen, the #1 paint, Kauri Tap Room, serving international favorites with Filipino twists, Nike Park Access, Celsius Energy Drink, Live Fit, and Kaukai Thai Chicken House, good food, a good friend. Mark Ives Chan, the first free throw, trickles in. 5 and 11 remaining here in the second. Lining up for the second free throw. MYC now in double figures. He has now 10 in the ball game. Studio 300's lead down to 2. Gio Sia back on the floor here for Studio 300. Finds Enrique Chenglay. Back to Sia. Xavier Tanhanco to the corner. Back to Tanhanco. Swings a pass to Sia. Pass fake. Dump pass. Rancho. Shot fake. And nearly a turnover there against Studio 300. Xavier Tanhanco nails a short stab. 3-point play opportunity here for Xavier Tanhanco. That play is brought to you by Boysen, the #1 paint, Xavier Tanhanco at the stripe. Shooting the bonus. That is good. 5-point lead for Studio 300. Miki Chua hands it over to Cap Ezer Lim. Guarded by Gio Sia. Lim to Garvin C. Pulls up for a 3. That is too strong. Rebound by Xavier Tanhanco. Gio Sia with a forward pitch. Enrique Chenglay with a fake. To a cutting Xavier Tanhanco. His layup try is no good, but he was fouled. The foul will be called against Garvin C. Xavier Tanhanco at the stripe to shoot a pair of free throws, averaging in double-double in this tournament, 20.4 points and 11.1 rebounds per contest, together with 2.3 assists per ball game. He misses though on the first. Reloads for the second. That one is also no good for Xavier Tanhanco. Ball picked up here by the white shirts. Here comes Miki Chua. Guarded by Lau, and Chua will get a foul. The foul will be called against number 18. That is Fergus Lau. That will send Miki Chua to the stripe. Also for a pair of free throws. The first one is no good. Averaging also in double figures in our tournament, 11.1 points with 2 rebounds and 2 assists per ball game for Miki Chua. Missing on the second as well. Rebound secured by Xavier Tanhanco with 4 and 11 remaining here in the second. Chenglay for 3. Too strong. Rebound by Marco Ayuste. Hands it over to Cap Ezer Lim. To Ayuste. Jumper. Too strong. Ayuste with the rebound. Kick out to Ezer Lim. To the post. Garvin C. Easy 2. First 2 points of the ball game for Garvin C. With 3 and 55 remaining in the second. Timeout is requested by Studio 300. This timeout is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks, Experience Quality. We will be back. Back to live action here. Studio 300 with the possession. They are protecting a 4-point lead. Here comes Gio Sia with the ball. Finds Cheng Lai. Back to Sia at the top of the key. To Saber Tanhanko near the elbow. Tanhanko with a crossover. One-on-one against Miki Chua. Tanhanko nearly losing possession of the leather. Tanhanko saves the possession for the black shirt. Sia. Cheng Lai. Corner 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer for Studio 300. Their 7th of the ball game. They are ahead 43-36. A hot shooting evening here for Studio 300. Meanwhile, Garvin C shows finesse with that reverse. 4 points now in the ball game for Garvin C. Here comes Cheng Lai. Guarded by Miguel Lim. To Ran Chu against Miki Chua. Xavier Tanhanko. Shot clock at 9. Tanhanko will attack. Sia, corner 3, goes over the backboard. Ball possession, going back here to Razon. Halo-halo and Palabok. They are down by 5. But before that, a timeout is requested by Razon, Halo-halo and Palabok. This timeout is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. .55 remaining here in the second. Razon, halo-halo and Palabok with the possession. Ayuste, elbow jumper, that is no good. Rebound by Garvin C, carving space. Garvin will miss. Second serving is good. Plus the foul. 3-point play opportunity for Garvin C. That is brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 paint. Xavier Tanhanko will be called for the personal foul. Garvin C heads to the free throw line for a bonus. The free throw is good for Garvin C. Studio 300's lead down to 2. 2 minutes and 35 remaining here in the second. Here comes Gio Sia. Guarded by Miki Chua. Screen by Ranchu. And an offensive foul will be called against Ranchu. An illegal pick will be called against Ranchu. Ball possession going back here to Razon, halo-halo and Palabok. Ranchu couldn't believe that call. And I think a warning will be called against Ranchu for a resentment to a call. Possession staying here with Razon, halo-halo and Palabok. Here comes Ezer Lim with the ball. Guarded by Fergus Lau to the corner. Miguel Lim guarded by Gio Sia to Miki Chua with a pass fake. Guarded by Cheng Lai to Garvin C. Near the elbow. Face up. Jumper. Too strong. Rebound by Gio Sia. Studio 300 on the run. They are ahead by 2. Xavier Tanhanko finds Lau to Sia. Driving middle. Kick out pass. Cheng Lai. He will attack. Stripped of the leather. Cheng Lai will be called for a loose ball foul. An offensive foul rather will be called against Enrique Cheng Lai. His second of the ball game. 1:55 remaining in the second. Ball possession going back to Razon. Halo-halo and Palabok. They are down by just 2. Here comes Ezer Lim against Cheng Lai. Finds Miguel Lim at the corner. Back to Cap. Ezer Lim. Post pass. Garvin C. He will spin against Tanhanko. Shot is no good. Second serving for Garvin C. We are tied at 43. 9 points now in the ball game for Garvin C. 1:30 remaining here in the first half. Gio Sia to Cheng Lai. Back to Sia. Guarded by Miki Chua. Screen by Ranchu. To Xavier Tanhanko. Thinking 3. Swings a pass. Fergus Lau for 3. Overcooks that one. Rebound by Marco Ayuste. Razon, halo-halo, and Palabok can go for the go-ahead basket in this possession. Lim against Cheng Lai. Ayuste with a fake. Spin out. Kick out pass to Lim. Trying to go middle. Pass fake to the corner. Miguel Lim for 3. That is no good. Rebound picked up here by Ezer Lim. Shot is too strong. Rebound by Enrique Chenglay. Forward pass to Xavier Tanhanco. Hesitation dribble. Lefty layup is good. Lead back at the hands here of Studio 300. A timeout will be called by Razon, Halo-Halo, and Palabok. This timeout is once again brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. Back to live action here. Razon, Halo-Halo, and Palabok with the possession. They are down by 2. Here comes Mickey Chua. Setting up the offense for the White Shirts, guarded by Enrique Chenglay. Garvin C. waiting to provide the screen. Lim open for a 3. That is no good. Another rebound for Xavier Tanhanco. His 7th of the ball game. Here comes Tanhanco. Whoa, ball stolen away by Mickey Chua. And another offensive foul will be called. This time, it will be Xavier Tanhanco who will be tagged. Second personal foul against Xavier Tanhanco. Brand new possession here for Razon, Halo-Halo, and Palabok. 3.9 seconds differential from shot clock to game clock. Ezer Lim calling out the play for Razon, Halo-Halo, and Palabok. Wasting away the clock. Fergus Lau defending Lim. Miguel Lim off the curl. Fires a 3. That is short. Rebound by Giosia. Forward pass, Xavier Tanhanco from the baseline. Kick out to Chenglay. Fires a 3. No good. Giosia with a putback. He will miss. A second remaining here in the first half. Lim with a heave. That is short. And at the half, it's a 45-43 advantage for Studio 300 over Razon, Halo-Halo, and Palabok. This halftime break is brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. Good food, good friend. The second half of action when we return. The second half of action between Studio 300 and Razon. Halo-halo palabok here in week 9 of the 6th Stallion Cup Expert Charcoal Sox Conference live from the AYSN Sports Center here in Domingo in San Juan. This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. We start the third quarter with Studio 300 ahead by 2. Martin Reyes missing on the short stab. A pick up here by the white shirts. Kiko Jose down the shaded lane. Fade away J by MYC. Ties the ball game at 45. Mark Gamboa back on the floor for Studio 300. To Tanhanco from the left flank. Back to Gamboa. Entry pass to Reyes. Tan for 3. In and out. Rebound by JD Wu. Razon, halo-halo and palabok can grab the lead with a basket in this possession. Mark Ives-Chan. Guarded by Alexander Tan. JD Wu. Elbow J. Back rims that one. Rebound by Martin Reyes. Hands it over to Mark Gamboa. Guarded by Kiko Jose. Entry pass to Alexander Tan. Stolen away by JD Wu. Hands it over to Mark Ives-Chan now with Kiko Jose. Forward to JD Wu. To a cutting MYC behind. Passing behind his head. Was MYC. But JD Wu was caught stepping on the baseline. Ball possession going back to Studio 300. 8 minutes and 45 remaining here in the third. Inbound from the end line here for the black shirts. Mark Gamboa crossing the midcourt line to Martin Reyes. To Tanhanco. Fires a 3. No good. Rebound by Mark Ives-Chan. Forward pass to Kiko Jose. Ayuste on his right. Jose Ayuste with a jumper. Bottom. 8 points now in the ball game for Marco Ayuste. Lead back at the hands of Razon. Halo-halo and palabok. Mark Gamboa. Guarded by Jose. Tanhanco. Back to Gamboa. Trying to go middle. Tanhanco. Another 3. That is no good. Rebound by Alexander Tan. Tanhanco tries again. The 3-pointer doesn't work. Rebound by Mark Ives-Chan. Forward pass to Kiko Jose. 2 defenders in front of him. Jose will miss. Rebound by Mark Gamboa. Studio 300 looking to counter. Gamboa against Jose. Kick out pass. Lim Chutik for 3. No good. Martin Reyes with offensive board. He is fouled on the way up. The foul will be called against Mark Ives-Chan as Brian Go checks back into the ball game. He replaces JV Lim Chutik. 2 free throws to be awarded here to Martin Reyes. Still scoreless in this ball game as Josh Fernandez re-enters the ball game. He replaces Xavier Tanhanco. Martin Reyes is averaging in double-double in this tournament. 10.1 points and 14.6 rebounds per ball game. First free throw for Martin Reyes is short. He is still scoreless. 7 and 43 remaining in the third. Razon still ahead by 2. The second free throw for Martin Reyes comes up short. Rebound by JD Wu. Hands it over to Mark Ives-Chan. Guarded by Gamboa. MYC with a DHO to Kiko Jose. Guarded by Tan. Jose picks up the leather. Stolen away by Brian Go. Forward pass. Alexander Tan over Jose. Alexander Tan with the basket. We are tied at 47. Mark Ives-Chan. Guarded by Gamboa. Then Coyuto. Corner 3. No good. Rebound by Josh Fernandez. To Gamboa. Alexander Tan is ahead. Screen by Fernandez. Gamboa. Slows things down for the black shirts. To Brian Go against Coyuto. Back to Gamboa. To Martin Reyes. Far from the rim. Gamboa. To Tan. Corner. J. Bottom. 4 points now in the ball game for Alexander Tan. Lead back here with Studio 300. Ayuste trying to take it back with a jumper of his own. Tied ball game again at 49. Here comes Brian Go. Guarded by Jose. Alexander Tan fires a 3. That is too strong, but Josh Fernandez is there for the cleanup. Back and forth we go here in the third. Studio 300 ahead 51 to 49. Here comes Kiko Jose. Directing traffic for the white shirts. Ayuste. Jumper. Off live. Rebound by Martin Reyes. He finds Mark Gamboa. Streaking down the floor. to Martin Reyes with the lay-in. Finally breaking the ice in this ball game. Martin Reyes with his first 2 points of the ball game. 53-49 lead for Studio 300. Less than 6 minutes remaining in the third. Here comes MYC. Guarded by Mark Gamboa. To Jose. Elbow J. In and out. Rebound by Fernandez. Forward to Brian Go. Studio 300 on the run. Go will lose the leather to Marco Ayuste. Razon, halo-halo and palabok on the attack. MYC spinning. Coyuto. Drop pass. Stolen away by Josh Fernandez. Here comes Brian Go with the ball. They don't have the numbers. Pull up J by Go. Offline. Rebound by Ayuste. MYC for 3. That is an air ball. Jose trying to save that one. The ball possession going back to Studio 300. Miki Chua and Cap Ezra Lim back on the floor for Razon. Halo-halo and palabok together with Garvin C. The white shirts are down by 4 as Enrique Chenglay returns to action. He replaces Brian Go. 5 minutes and 16 remaining here in the third. Studio 300 ahead. 53-49. Here comes Gamboa. Signaling a play here for Studio 300. To Chenglay. Post pass to Martin Reyes. Guarded by Ayuste. Reyes will spin baseline. Hangs in the air. Reyes will score. 4 points now in the ballgame for Martin Reyes. A 6-point lead for Studio 300. Here comes Miki Chua. Stepping back. Sidestep. Place it in. Miki Chua will miss. But Mark Ibestan with a putback. 40 now in the ballgame for MYC. Studio 300 ahead by 4. Here comes Gamboa. Bounce pass to Fernandez. Back to Gamboa. Entry. Martin Reyes down the rim. Reverse layup is no good. Reyes second serving. He will miss. Ball picked up here by Marco Ayuste. To Mark Ibestan. No look pass. Miki Chua. Short stab. He will score. That assist play is brought to you by Nike Park Access. Miki Chua. 4 points now in the ball game. Studio 300's lead down to 2. Gamboa guarded by Chua. Fernandez offering a pick. Gamboa will attack baseline. Swings a pass. Chenglay for 3. In and out. Reyes is there for the cleanup. Back to 4 is the lead of Studio 300. Less than 4 minutes remaining in the third. Chua. And a foul away from the ball will be called against Mark Gamboa. Rancho and Giosia checking back into the ball game. They replace Mark Gamboa and Josh Fernandez. 3 minutes and 49 remaining in the third. Chua to Mark Ibestan, guarded by Sia. MYC kick out. Ezra Lim for 3. Jackpot! Second 3-pointer of the ball game for Cap Ezra Lim. Studio 300's lead down to 1. Here comes Gio Sia. Directing traffic for the black shirts. He is guarded by Miki Chua. Post pass to Martin Reyes. To Sia. Entry. Fernandez will be fouled. Count the basket. 3-point play opportunity for Josh Fernandez is brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 paint. The foul will be called against Ezra Lim. That will send Josh Fernandez to the stripe for a bonus free throw. Averaging 3.1 points, 5.4 rebounds per contest is Josh Fernandez. He misses though on the bonus. 3-point advantage for Studio 300. Miki Chua fires a 3. That is no good. Rebound by Ranchu. Hands it over to Gio Sia, leading the attack to Chenglay. Short jumper. That is no good. Rebound secured by Marco Ayuste. Throws a pass to MYC. Rotation dribble. Leans. Hangs in midair. Shot is no good. Rebound by Martin Reyes. Less than 3 minutes remaining here in the third. Here comes Gio Sia with the ball. Guarded by Miki Chua. Twisting for a pass. Blocked by MYC. Kick out. Martin Reyes. The short stab won't work. Rebound by Ezra Lim. The forward pitch is telegraphed there by Rancho. Turnover against Razon. Chenglay. Gio Sia for 3. That is no good. And Martin Reyes will tap the ball to Marco Ayuste. Ball possession will stay with Studio 300. Favorite Tanhanco back on the floor, replacing Martin Reyes. 2:25 remaining here in the third. Giosia, baseline inbound. Connects with Tanhanko. Ranchu, shot fake. Settles for a jumper. Bottom! 5-point advantage for Studio 300. Ranchu with 5 points in this ball game. Here comes Cap Ezra Lim. Guarded by Cheng Lai. To Mickey Chua. MYC asking for the leather. To the corner we go to Mike Nang. Back to Mark Ives Chan. Ezra Lim for 3. Jackpot! Third 3-pointer of the ball game for Ezra Lim. Cutting down Studio 300's lead to 2. Here comes the Giosia. Playing point for Studio 300. Asking for a clear out. Defended by Chua. To Tanhanko. Back to Sia. To Ranchu. Back to Sia. Studio 300 swinging the leather. Ranchu for 3. That is no good. Fight for the loose ball taken away here by Garvin C. Forward pass. Miki Chua against Ranchu. Lays it in. Shot is no good. Rebound by Ranchu. Forward to Xavier Tanhanko. MYC in front of him. Tanhanko. Sidestep. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against number 16, Garvin C. That is his third. Alexander Tan back in the ball game, replacing Josh Fernandez. Xavier Tanhanko heads to the free throw line for a pair. 12 points, 8 rebounds, and an assist for the evening for Xavier Tanhanko. Make that 13 for the night for Xavier. A 62-59 advantage for Studio 300 as Tanhanko lines up for the second, goes in and out. Rebound by Cap Ezra Lim. Razon, halo-halo, and palabok. Down, 62-59. Lim directing traffic for the white shirts. Bounce pass. Garvin C against Ranchu. Garvin C will score. Garvin C now in double figures. He has 11. Here comes Tanhanko with 53 seconds remaining in the third. Bounce pass to Gio Sia. Guarded by Mickey Chua on a clear out. Jumper by Sia. It's gone. 4 points now in the ball game for Coach Gio Sia. 3-point advantage for Studio 300. Here comes Mickey Chua with a crossover. He will attack the floater. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against number 9, Gio Sia. That will send Mickey Chua to the stripe for a pair. 4 points now in the ball game for Mickey Chua. His team is down by 3. 35.9 seconds remaining here in the third. The first free throw for Chua goes in and out. Still a 3-point lead for Studio 300. Reloads for the second. Chua will miss the second free throw. Rebound by Xavier Tanhanko. To Enrique Cheng Lai. Alexander Tan will attack. Pulls it back out. Cheng Lai thinking 3. Tan, elbow, J. That is short. Rebound by Garvin C. Hands it over to Ezra Lim. The shot clock is off. Razon, halo-halo and palabok can go for the last shot of the third. Lim, closely guarded by Gio Sia. Lim still with the ball. Mickey Chua finds MYC facing a double team. Ezra Lim goes left. The layup is no good. Kick out pass. Nang. Jumper. Bottom. We end the third with that Mike Nang jumper. Studio 300 ahead 64-63. This quarter break is brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. Good food, good friends. The fourth quarter when we come back. The final quarter between Studio 300 and Razon, Halo-Halo, and Palabo. We have a tight one. The Black Shirts ahead by just one. Mark Gamboa finds Ranchu, guarded by Miguel Lim. To Martin Reyes. Kick out pass to Gamboa. He's guarded by Miguel Lim. Gamboa looking to create. With a bounce pass, Martin Reyes. Kick out, Giosia. For three. That is no good. Martin Reyes is there for the putback. The Xavier Tanhanco is down on the floor. Looks okay. Play on, says our officials. 9:40 remaining here in the fourth. 3-point lead. For Studio 300, Martin Reyes now with 6 points and 12 rebounds. Inbound from the end line here. For the white shirts, our referees for this ball game, our crew chief Alan Barilla, umpire 1 Cholo Kawile, and umpire 2 Oliver Piderio. Mike Nang setting up the offense for the white shirts, hands it over to Mark Ives-Chan, double team by the black shirts. To Nang, Ayuste, jab step, entry pass. JD Wu will spin, he will get a foul. Martin Reyes will be called for his second of the ball game. That will send JD Wu to the free throw line for a pair. Averaging 3.6 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists per ball game. It's JD Wu. The first free throw is good. Lead down to 2 for Studio 300. Reloading for the second. JD Wu, the second free throw goes in and out. Rebound by Mark Gamboa. A 66-64 advantage for Studio 300. Gamboa directing traffic for the black shirts. Finds Giosia, hounded by Miguel Lim. So Martin Reyes, jab stepping. Leaner from the baseline, that is no good. Reyes fighting for the rebound. Instead, it's taken away by Marco Ayuste. Ayuste now with the leather. Miguel Lim, corner three. In and out. Rebound by Xavier Tanhanco. Studio 300 dodging a bullet there. They are still ahead by 2. Tanhanco against Nang. Miguel Lim comes up with a steal. Gamboa in front of him. Lim will be fouled! And he makes the basket. 3-point play opportunity for Miguel Lim, brought to you by Boysen, the number 1 paint. Powering his way to the rim, lifting Mark Gamboa in midair. Miguel Lim can give Razon, Halo-Halo, and Palabok the lead. He lines up for the bonus. Bonus charity for Lim. That is too strong. Rebound by Ranchu to Gamboa. 8:38 remaining here in the fourth. Gamboa with the leather. Finds Cheng Lai. Guarded by Nang. And a foul will be called against number 00, Mike Nang. Cheng Lai with the sideline inbound. Finds Tanhanco. To Mark Gamboa. Defended by Lim. Screen by Ranchu. Gamboa will attack. Kick out. Cheng Lai for 3. Jackpot! Hit a 3-pointer of the ballgame for Studio 300. Lead back at their hands. 69-66. Nang with a handoff to MYC. Guarded by Gamboa. Chan will attack. Ayuste. Jumper. Too strong. Rebound by JD Wu. Near the free throw line. Jumper. Back rims that one. Rebound by Martin Reyes. Hands it over to Mark Gamboa. Guarded by Ayuste. Gamboa smartly pulls it back out. Gamboa directing traffic for the black shirts. Gamboa leading the attack. Bounce pass. Tanhanco for 3. Jackpot! 90-pointer of the ballgame for Studio 300. They are ahead. 72-66. This timeout is brought to you by X-Men Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. 7:38 remaining in the fourth. Razon, halo-halo in Palabok, down by 6. Kiko Jose back on the floor for the white shirts, guarded by Xavier Tanhanco. Jose will spin with a bounce pass to Miguel Lim. Tanhanco taking to Miguel. Errant pass. Woohoo! Stolen away. Enrique Chenglay to the ring. Lays it in. 11 in the ball game for Enrique Chenglay. Studio 300 slowly pulling away here in the fourth. MYC will spin baseline. Jumper. No good. Rebound by Martin Reyes with a handoff to Mark Gamboa. Studio 300 stepping on the gas, and a foul away from the ball will be called against number 7, JD Wu. Garvin C, Mickey Chua, and Ezra Lim back on the floor for Razon, halo-halo, and Palabok. Sideline inbound play for the black shirts. Chenglay, sideline inbound, finds Gamboa, guarded by Mickey Chua. Screen by Ran Chu. Gamboa to Chu. Fires a 3. Jackpot! 8 points in the ball game for Ran Chu. An 11-point advantage for Studio 300. Here comes Mickey Chua. Razon, halo-halo, and Palabok. Their backs against the wall. Chua, jumper, finds the bottom of the net. Mickey Chua with 6 in the ball game. A 77-68 advantage for Studio 300. Here comes Mark Gamboa, guarded by Mickey Chua. Screen by Ran Chu. Gamboa trying to go left. Dumps a pass. Martin Reyes. Kick out. Tanhanco for 3. Back rims that one. Ball bounces out of bounds in favor of Razon. 6:09 remaining here in the fourth. The white shirts get the ball back. They are down 77-68. Cap Ezra Lim, sideline inbound to Mickey Chua. Crossing the midcourt line, behind the back dribble. Chua with a kick out to Ezra Lim, guarded by Ran Chu. Lim stepping back for 3. That is too strong. Fight for the loose ball. A tap there by Martin Reyes into the hands of Xavier Tanhanco. He leads the attack. Tanhanco stepping back against MYC, who will be called for the foul. Foul number 2 against Mark Ibeschan. 5 minutes and 45 remaining in the fourth. A timeout is requested by Studio 300. This timeout is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. Baseline inbound play here for Studio 300. They are ahead 77-68. Gamboa against Mickey Chua. Chenglay open for a 3. Jackpot! 3-pointer number 11 for Studio 300. They are ahead 80-68. Scorching the net in this ball game is Studio 300. Kiko Jose against Chenglay. Jose will spin with a bounce pass. MYC lays it in. Shot is no good. Rebound by Garvin C. Kick out to Mickey Chua. Guarded by Xavier Tanhanco. Chua with a crossover. Asking for a clear out. Chua attacks left. Chua with a kick out. Garvin C. Jumper. No good. Rebound by Mark Gamboa. And the foul given up by Mark Ibeschan. His third of the ball game. Sideline inbound play here for Studio 300. Razon, halo-halo, and Palabok. In the penalty, Gamboa, guarded by Mickey Chua. Screen by Ran Chu. Back to Ran Chu. Tanhanco. Chenglay is open. Corner 3. This time he misses and a loose ball foul will be called against Martin Reyes, his third of the ball game. 4:43 remaining here in the fourth. Razon, halo-halo, and Palabok back with the possession. They have to make a run now. Here comes Marco Ayuste. Guarded by Cheng Lai. MYC giving a screen to Cap Ezer Lim at the top of the key. Lim open for a 3. In and out. Lim with a rebound. Saving it. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Razon. Halo-halo and Palabok. A 16-5 period in favor of Studio 300. They've been nailing big three-pointers in this period. Sideline inbound play for the white shirts. Mark Ives-Chan to Garvin C. Trying to attack. Kick out to Mickey Chua. To Ezer Lim. Guarded by Ranchu. Lim has to fire and a 24-second shot clock violation will be called against Razon. 4 minutes and 16 remaining here in the fourth. Here comes Mark Gamboa. Slowing down the pace for Studio 300. Gamboa against Chua with a bounce pass to Martin Reyes down the post. Hook shot is no good. Rebound by Cap Ezer Lim. Forward pitch. MYC pulls up for the 3. That is no good. Rebound by Cheng Lai. Hands it over to Xavier Tanhanco. Clear on the takeoff, but an offensive foul will be called against Martin Reyes. He will be called for foul number 4. He cleared the runway there. And will be called for an offensive foul. Ball going back here to Razon. Here comes Cap Ezer Lim. Setting up the offense for the white shirts. MYC asking for the leather. Lim will attack. Hands it over. Ayuste. Step back jumper. Too strong. Rebound by Cheng Lai. To Gamboa. No look pass. Xavier Tanhanco. Sidestep. He will be fouled. The foul will be called against Mickey Chua. His first of the ball game. Giosia back in the ball game. He replaces Mark Gamboa. Tanhanco at the free throw line to shoot a pair. 16 points, 11 rebounds in the contest for Xavier. First free throw is good. 17-point output thus far for Xavier Tanhanco. A 13-point lead for Studio 300. The second one trickles in. 3 minutes and 31 remaining here in the fourth. Here comes MYC with the ball. Guarded by Giosia with a crossover. Screen by Lim. He will be called for an offensive foul. Ball going back here to Studio 300. Cap Ezer Lim will be tagged for his third personal foul of the ball game. Ball going back here to the black shirts. Cheng Lai, sideline inbound. Finds Tanhanco. Hands it over to Gio Sia. Calling out a play for Studio 300. Sia. Guarded by MYC. Tanhanco. Open 3. That is short. Rebound picked up here by Mickey Chua. Gio Sia in front of him to MYC. Easy 2. 16 in the ball game for Mark Ives-Chan. 4 players in double figures for Razon. Tanhanco with a handoff to Gio Sia against MYC. Screen by Martin Reyes. Sia at the baseline. Finds Fernandez. The jumper. That one bounces in. Also in double figures is Josh Fernandez. He has now 11 in this ball game. Mickey Chua skies for the shot. And he gets a foul of Josh Fernandez. He heads to the free throw line. Alexander Tan reports back in to this ball game, replacing Enrique Cheng Lai. Mickey Chua at the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. 6 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists for the evening for Mickey Chua. Again, after this ball game, our main event scheduled at 8:30 p.m. Pet 1, Ken Flores goes up against Bridgestone. Good on the first free throw for Miki Chua. Here comes the second. Free throw bounces out for Miki Chua. Split on the trip rebound. Cleared here by Martin Reyes. Alexander Tan with the ball. Studio 300 slowing down the pace. They are ahead by 13. Gio Sia with the ball. Looking at the clock. Screen by Fernandez. Sia. Stutter step from the middle. Twisting. Tan will be called for a traveling violation. Timeout is requested by Razon, Halo-Halo, in Palabok. This timeout is brought to you by Expert Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. We will be back. Razon, Halo-Halo, and Palabok with the possession. They have been outscored here by Studio 300 in the period 20-8. Miki Chua with a pass to Mark Ibesan. That last 2-minute call by Kuya Anjo Pere is brought to you by Expert Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. Rebound here by Miki Chua. He'll spin middle. The shot blocked by Martin Reyes. Chua with a putback. That is good. The shot block by Martin Reyes is brought to you by Kauri Tap Room, serving international favorites with Filipino twists. 11-point advantage for Studio 300. Here comes Gio Sia. Oh, hounded by Ayuste. Sia will miss. Martin Reyes goes for a putback. Martin Reyes also in double figures. He has now 10 in this ball game. A 13-point advantage for Studio 300. Here comes MYC. Attacks baseline. Pull-up jumper. That is no good. Rebound by Xavier Tanhanco. Studio 300 looking to add on to this 13-point lead. The ball was tapped out of bounds. Ball will stay with Studio 300. Back in the ball game is JV Lim Chutik for Studio 300. 1 minute and 16 remaining here in the fourth. Tanhanco with the sideline, inbound. Looking for a friend. Finds Gio Sia. Guarded by Miki Chua. Sia wasting away the clock. Studio 300 shot clock down to 10. Sia started step. The jumper. That is short. Rebound by Mark Ives Chan. 1 minute remaining here in the ball game. MYC stepping back. The three-pointer. Jackpot! Mark Ives Chan with 19 in the ball game. Jeremiah Tan back on the floor for Studio 300. The black shirts are ahead by 10. Here comes Xavier Tanhanco, guarded by Miki Chua. Crossing the midcourt line, Tanhanco. Looking at the clock, it says 45. Studio 300. Oh, with the possession, ball tapped out of bounds by Miki Chua. The ball will stay. The Studio 300, 39.1 seconds remaining in the fourth. Timeout is requested by Studio 300. This timeout is brought to you by Expert Charcoal Soft. Experience quality. We will be back. Live action here. Studio 300 with the possession and a foul away from the ball before the inbound will be called. It will be whistled against number 9, Cap Ezer Lim. And that will result to a technical free throw. 10-point advantage for Studio 300. See a missing though on the technical free throw. Ball stay with Studio 300. Looking to close out this one. Lim Chutik. Sideline inbound. Finds favorite Tanhanko. A double team by Razon. Lim Chutik. Entry pass to Tan. The layup is no good. Rebound by Ezer Lim. And a foul will be given up by Jeremiah Tan. 2 free throws will be awarded here to Cap Ezer Lim. Mark Gamboa checking back into the ball game. He replaces Enrique Chenglay. 31.6 seconds remaining here in the fourth. As Ezer Lim heads to the free throw line for a pair. 11 in the ball game together with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Make that 12 points for the evening. For Ezer Lim, his team is down 86-77. The second free throw for Ezer Lim is also good. Lead down to 8 for Studio 300. Here comes Gamboa. Pressure defense by Razon. Gamboa looking to cross the midcourt line. Still hounded by Miki Chua. Gamboa dribbling it out. Bounce pass to Martin Reyes and a foul will be called here against Garvin C. His 4th of the ball game. Both teams now in the penalty, sending Martin Reyes to the free throw line. After a slow start, Martin Reyes finally found his groove in the second half. He has now 10 points and 17 rebounds. He misses though on the first. 17.9 seconds remaining here in the fourth. The second free throw for Martin. That one is good. 87-78 lead for Studio 300. Ezer Lim. Forward pass to Miki Chua. Guarded by Lim Chutik. Chua nails a 3. Lead down to 6 for Studio 300. Tanhanko to Gamboa and a foul will be called against Miki Chua. Exactly 11 seconds remaining here in the fourth. As Mark Gamboa heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Orchestrating the Studio 300 offense once again is Mark Gamboa with 10 assists in this ball game. He nails the first free throw. 3 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists for Mark Gamboa. An 88-81 advantage for Studio 300. Second free throw for Gamboa. That one bounces in. 89-81 lead for Studio 300. Timeout is requested by Razon, Halo-Halo, and Palabok. This timeout is brought to you by Exped Charcoal Socks. Experience quality. The final 11 seconds when we come back. Sideline inbound play here for Razon. Ezer Lim trigger the possession. Finds Garvin C. down the post. Martin Reyes will be called for a foul. Garvin C. heads to the free throw line for a pair. Martin Reyes called for his 5th and final foul. Rancho replaces Martin Reyes as Garvin C. heads to the free throw line for a pair. 11 points and 8 rebounds for the ball game for Garvin. The first free throw is good. 12 points now in the contest for Garvin C. Studio 300's lead down to 7. Second free throw for Garvin. Bounces out. Rebound by Xavier Tanhanko. He holds on to the ball and a late foul given up By whom? Against Mark Ibas Chan. That will send Xavier Tanhanco to the side for a pair of free throws. Another double-double performance here for Xavier Tanhanco. 18 points, 12 rebounds. Studio 300 well underway to win number 8 as Tanhanco nails the first. 90-82 advantage for Studio 300. It makes good on the second. Inbound from the end line. Mark Ibechan, a runner of a 3. That is no good. And our final score. It's a 91-82 victory for Studio 300 over Razon. Halo-halo in Palabok. Notching win number 8 against a loss in our tournament. They maintain their top spot. Meanwhile, Razon, halo-halo and Palabok drops down to 2-7. This has been Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Post-game interviews when we come back. We have here our boys and the number 1 paint, best player of the ball game, Xavier Tanhanco, leading Studio 300 to a 91-82 win over Razon, halo-halo and Palabok. Xavier finished with 20 points, 14 rebounds and an assist. Una muna Xavier, coming off a loss, back-to-back wins for Studio 300. It looks like your team is going for another winning streak to end the elimination round. How important does that sound?
Yeah, the loss was definitely a wake-up call. We didn't expect to lose, but then that's what happens if we play like sloppy and we're not ourselves. So we're trying to end the season strong and hopefully we build the chemistry even more.
You're now at 8-1. 2 more games remain for Studio 300. How do you look to close out the elimination round of our tournament?
Yeah, we look to close out strong. We hope to keep playing together and keep building our chemistry so that come playoff time we'll be ready.
Again, finally, the game was streamed live over at the official YouTube page of the Stallion Cup. Anyone you want to greet or give a shout out to?
Shout out my family, friends, Mappy, Gabs. Shout out, guys.
Again, that's our best boys and best player of the ball game, Xavier Tanhanco, leading Studio 300 to this win over Razon, halo-halo and Palabok. When we come back, our main event, we have Pet1 Kent Flores going up against Bridgestone. You're still watching the 6th Stallion Cup presented by Xped Charcoal Socks.